Hi everyone! I know this is late. Forgive me. But welcome back to Snackin with Savvy. So today we're gonna be making a Thanksgiving special. This was supposed to be posted in Thanksgiving, but we had some issues with the Red app, so I'm posting it late. You're gonna get two videos this month. So you're gonna get this one, and then you're gonna get one more. I'm not gonna say what I'm making, but it is some more recipes from the server. So this one I'm gonna post first, and then I will post the other one closer to the end of the month. That way they're not stacked up on each other. But we can go ahead and get started. I hope you're all ready for a taste of the treehouse kitchen. Let's get started. Okay, guys. So I was in charge of cooking. Not all the cooking, but some of the cooking this year, which I was very, very happy about. Um, it is a lot of work, but it's a passion of love. Or work, labor of love? Labor of love? Is that the phrase? So first things first, I did make cornbread pudding. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, but it's kind of like the consistency of bread. Oh, those are the ingredients. They go a little fast. The consistency of bread, but it's like a little bit softer, not like a dry bread. It has a lot of moisture. But as you see, we have our sugar, we have frozen corn, sour cream, eggs, cream corn. That was so fast. Oh my god, I didn't realize. Oh my god. Okay. We have corn, sugar, eggs, sour cream, cream corn, cornbread mix, and then milk. And then you're just gonna put everything in a bowl together so that way. Also, sorry if this looks funny, I was cooking and it made it a little weird. I did fix the other ones after that, but you put all your ingredients together in a bowl and then you're gonna just mix it up so that we can put it in the oven. But you see I put all the ingredients so far. We're putting sour cream. Here goes the milk. Mm, and then this is some melted butter. You do want to put melted butter in it for some texture and flavor. Now we're doing the cream corn. Funny story, I know the cans look a little crazy. I went on a Girl Scout camping trip and the lady she stole my can opener. She stole my can opener and I forgot about it and I didn't buy another one before this video. So I had to stab the cans open and I am not very what is that word? You know when you don't have coordination? I'm not coordinated. So there's just a giant hole in the middle of the can that I'm using. So pay no mind to that. But yep, we're just putting in all your cream corn and then your frozen corn. The frozen corn's just for it to have more corn. And then you put the eggs. I think it's like, for me, I doubled the recipe, so I had to put 4 eggs. And then you just mix it up. You just want to make sure everything's mixed, nothing's clumpy, everything's like the same consistency. And then you're just gonna put it in your pan. This one is pretty simple, honestly. And then we put it in the oven at 350. And then we come back. Next, I made baked mac and cheese. I don't know if you guys have ever tried this. So it's kind of just the same as mac and cheese, except you put like a crunchy layer on top. Like a not like crunchy, but like you toast it so that it gets like a crunch on top. It's very good, I promise. So we're gonna take flour for this one. And then we have noodles. I don't usually get these noodles, but I bought ingredients late, so don't judge. Mozzarella, some cheddar, and then some Gouda. It's fancy cheese. Colby Jack, half and half, sour cream, and then some chicken bouillon. That's what that big green container is. Some ginger. And then, oh wait, actually garlic powder, sorry. And then paprika. And then I use my Kinder's Blend seasoning. I just love it on everything. And then some garlic, some fresh garlic. Oh, oh my god, the other pack was Havarti cheese. And then the circles are the Gouda. Sorry guys, sorry. And then some unsalted butter. And then some cream cheese. and that's it. And then you're gonna spend forever, unless you have a professional like cheese grater thingy, you're gonna spend forever grating cheese. I recommend prepping this the night before. My regret, I should have did it the night before. It took forever. And then you mix all your cheeses in a bowl. You're gonna get some water boiling. Put your chicken bouillon in the water. It flavors the noodles. Believe me, trust me, trust me. So then you're gonna boil your noodles in that bouillon water. And then you're just gonna dice up some garlic. Not minced garlic. And then you're gonna mix your seasonings, your dry seasonings. So this is just to flavor the cheese. So you're gonna mix it. You're gonna add all of the Kinder's blend, the paprika, the garlic powder. And then after that's mixed up, you want to go ahead and start melting your butter. So it looks like a lot of butter, but it's because I doubled the recipe. Once your butter is melted, you add the seasoning, only half of it, only half of it. And then you're just gonna mix it. You want to make sure nothing's clumping. And then you go ahead and add in the garlic. And same thing, just keep mixing. You don't want this to burn. So this is kind of, I think this is called a roux. Yes, it's a roux. You start adding your flour. Do it little by little because you want to mix it to where there's no clumps. It's important that this doesn't burn because this is the start of your cheese. And then slowly start adding in your wet ingredients, which is the heavy cream. Just slowly pouring that in as you see until it starts becoming like a little bit more combined. Then you add in your sour cream, and then we're gonna put in the cream cheese next, I believe. Oh, the actual cheese. I think I put cream cheese already. And then more of the seasoning, which is the other half of the seasoning that we saved. And then you just keep mixing that until you see that thicker consistency. That's what we're going for, a thicker, cheesy consistency. And then we're gonna layer this like you layer lasagna. So you're gonna put cheese on the bottom, not a thick layer, just enough to cover the pan because we have to layer everything. So you want to make sure that you have some left. So enough to cover the bottom. And then you're gonna put your noodles and then another layer of the thin cheese or the saucy cheese. So you do that, put more of the cheese, another layer of noodles, another layer of cheese, and then at the very end, to get that crust that you're looking for, you put the shredded cheese. So we have, I didn't mention that, I'm sorry, but you're gonna save half of the shredded cheese for the end, and then half of it, well, not really half, like a quarter, I would say. A quarter of it for the end, and a quarter of it for the rest of it for during the cheese making. Just so you can sprinkle it on top and help get like a cheesy crust on top. But that's it, and then you put it in the oven. Next, we're making cranberry sauce. I make fresh cranberry sauce from scratch. So we're gonna need sugar, then we also need brown sugar, and then I believe cranberries, of course cranberries, some water, some fresh water, salt, and not too much salt. Cinnamon, vanilla extract, and oranges. I usually make this, everyone really loves this. I melt some butter in the pan, not a ton, just enough to make it not stick. And then you're gonna add your cranberries, your water, and your oranges. Then you're gonna start cooking this. And you're gonna start cooking it and you're gonna start hearing popping sounds. While it's cooking, you can add your other ingredients like your dry ingredients, which is the cinnamon, the salt, the sugar, and you just want to keep cooking this, like I said, until you hear the popping sounds. I like to do it little by little, that's why you see me kind of break it up, stir, and then add more, stir. Also, forgive me, my pan is not big enough for anything. I need to buy new pans. But yeah, you add the vanilla extract, you add all your ingredients, and then just stir it in. You want to make sure it's very well combined. You're gonna keep stirring this, and you're gonna start hearing popping. When you hear the popping, you can start smushing the cranberries. So as you see here, it's starting to look more like a jelly. Oh, I put it backwards. No! I'm sorry. I'm not a professional at these cooking videos. This is my second one. The next one will be better, hopefully. Forgive me. But this is the part where I'm popping things. So here you can see it's still a little bit thicker, but once they start popping, you can start smushing them, and then it actually looks like the previous image. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. The previous image where it's like more jelly consistency. But this is the popping. You just go through, pop it with a fork, or if you have a smasher, pop it with a smasher. I do not have a smasher, so I had to use a fork. And then I know this still looks a tiny bit watery, but the way it works is you cook it until it gets like a jelly consistency. Then you let it sit, and then that's how it thickens up. And so as you see, it's gotten a little bit thicker, and that's the final product. Then, last but not least, we're gonna do the reveal for the final product of the cornbread pudding and our mac and cheese. So with the cornbread pudding, I do like to drizzle honey on top. I just feel like it gives it a little bit extra flavor. Oh, it goes so fast, I'm sorry. It's like a slideshow I'm using, forgive me, forgive me. But I drizzle honey on top just to give it flavor. And then that's the final result of the cornbread pudding. It's like bread consistency, but it's like softer bread. But it's very, very yummy. I definitely recommend making this if you ever get a chance to make it. And then this was the final result of the mac and cheese. So it looks crunchy on the outside, but I promise it's supposed to look like this. So it's soft on the inside, soft and creamy. I should have did a video of showing me like opening it. I just didn't think about it. I will think about that next time though, I promise. But it's just soft on the inside and then like a little crisp layer on top. It's very good. If you use it when you use the broiler to make it crispy on top, just don't leave it too long because it will get burnt. This is how it's supposed to look, but you don't want it darker than this. But that was it. That was so fast. I didn't want to keep it like super long in case like um it's a lot. I don't know. I'm not a professional. These are just fun for me to do, so I appreciate you sharing your recipes. It's also a way of me saying thank you to you. And I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support and thank you for checking in with these videos. I hope that you guys are enjoying them. If you also want to see your videos, your recipes posted, you can post them in the Discord under the recipes channel and I will shout you out and I will cook videos of me making your recipes. But thank you so much again for tuning in. I appreciate you all so much and I hope you have such a good night. Thank you so much for coming to see Snackin with Savvy. Bye!